everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Nisa, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notified of every time I upload. There I was opening the KDS glue. I'm going to be using everything I got in these last two haul videos, so I hope you guys enjoy. This is my very first Christmas holiday set of 2022. I don't really do very many holiday sets, but here we are. You guys, it's been so long since I've had KDS glue, and it's everything. And these tips made it even better. Like I said, I didn't like these tips at first due to the fact that it's so pointy already. It's just kind of whoa. Because I used to use the stiletto tips, but at the same time they weren't as narrow as this, off rip. So yeah, it just was a little bit jarring. I did do the peel off base coat method. If you guys were wondering, I showed how to do it in my other video that was kind of long like this one. So again, I will be doing the chapters so you guys can skip right to them. It was very easy to find my tip size, and it glued on beautifully. The tip sizes in this are perfect. I'm usually a 0 in every single size for my thumb, and a 4 for my ring finger and index finger, and a 2 or a 3 in my middle, and then for my pinky a 6 to a 8, depends on the brand. But everything was perfect. It glued down nicely. It's not like the tips didn't want to stick, because sometimes these tips, especially because it has a well, sometimes they don't want to stick at all. These just glued down instantly. And I'm back to using the Lauhzar nail glue holder now that I have some glue to hold. It's back in action. And you guys, it was so easy to find my sizes, even though it was in bags. It was just I kind of knew, and that's why I like using tips now that I've done nails for almost 2 years. It's very easy to know what size you're using based off of your biggest size. I feel once you know how big the 0 is, you're kind of good. So everything looks pretty good. Now that I've done these nails, here is champagne, and then I'm going to be using Yum Yum as my nude. So the champagne color is from Giselle Beauty. The monomer is from Acrylic Creamery. This brush is actually a Beatles brush, but they don't make this kind of Beatles brush anymore. So yeah, sorry about that. I didn't even blend these tips in because it's just so seamless. And when you're doing ombre, you really want to make sure it's blended in, even if you're doing the peel off base coat method. But there was no need. It was perfect. So that's kind of how I knew this set was going to be good already. I feel everything I did in this video was successful. So this is a freestyle, by the way, in case you guys were wondering. But I did just want to use some of the colors I got from everyone. I wanted to use pretty much up to this point all the products I got. I recorded immediately after I finished the other video. So that's why I have these colors on my mind. I had already got the gold and not polish. So I was it's definitely time to do some gold. And I want to keep these nails full tip because I didn't want to shape them. I feel that's the beauty of the stilettos, is they're kind of not meant to be shaped all that much. Not shaped all that much, but cut down. Because if you cut them down, they're going to turn a very narrow square or coffin. So I want to keep that point. So I didn't cut it at all. And this ombre was gorgeous. This is my first actual acrylic set in so long, and you guys are gonna see the pictures. You guys have already seen the thumbnail, and I was kind of worried about doing this. Like I said, I had no idea. I was kind of scared of what to do because I haven't done my own nails in a while, except for just gel polish or something, because I've been recording a lot of hauls. So here is a fringe, and you guys, I was so proud of myself. This fringe was so easy. So we have a 39-minute video. It's been a while, like I said, since we have one this long, but it's definitely worth it because the look is gorgeous. So I'm gonna let you guys watch, and then I will be back. So all I'm doing right now is just building up the nail bed to this. And again, this color is Yum Yum, and it is a gorgeous pink. It works perfectly with this glitter. We will have to encapsulate everything in the end due to the fact of its ombres, its glitter, and these are all primarily design nails. So, but you don't really have to like encapsulate the French tip. This is what I'm doing right now. There's no bed. You really wouldn't have to encapsulate this, but I chose to do it anyway once I got everything to my liking. But I'm just going to make sure it is very thick, and I did not shape this actually. I really wanted to, but I did not do it. But I'm going to build it up. Then I'm going to go in with the champagne glitter and just fill it in. Make sure you don't get any glitter on the like smiling area because you want it to be crisp if you're not doing like bling on the smile line or something like that. But if you are doing bling, try and get it as neat as possible just for practice reasons. But if you do get a couple of like glitter specks, it's okay, because like I said, you're gonna have to encapsulate. So I'd recommend just getting as much glitter off as you can like right now, so you don't have to run a file over it, because you're gonna turn your glitter that you do want to keep, if you accidentally hit it, you're going to turn it silver, and you don't want silver, you want gold. So be very careful with that. Try and wipe it off as much as you can. And yes, I'm going to be back once I'm done with this French. And I'm back already. So for this finger, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I was just so tempted to just do a full nail of just the nude. I already knew I was going to do a full nail of glitter, but I didn't know what I was going to do as far as like just design, because like I said, I haven't done my own nails in a while. The last time I did them was the reflective glitter video, and that one, which is a recreation of something I had already did prior. So like I already knew what I was going to do for that. And for this, I just did an entire base of Yum Yum. And you guys, this color is so versatile. Like, it's insane. Like, you can use it more sheer, but primarily what I wanted to do is use it as a background and cover my natural nail. So like that's why over my natural nail I used more of it, just so it could be a little bit more pigmented, so you just don't see my natural nail like through it, but at the same time you can still kind of see through it. Like, I love a transparent nude. It's everything. So here is the glitter swirl, and I'm so bad at glitter swirls. For some reason, everyone just draws it on like it's the easiest thing in the entire world, and it's supposed to be because it's a glitter swirl. But I can never get a glitter swirl right, you guys. It's so bad. So here is the pinky, and it is just going to be a solid glitter nail. I knew it was going to happen on one of my nails, and I decided it was going to be the pinky. And you guys, look how easy it was just to do this glitter nail. And again, I will be encapsulating every single one of these nails. And I was actually stumped what to do for the ring finger. So I'm going to be back after I'm done. And I have something to say, but I forgot what it was. So I'll try and think of it again. I was spending time on the other fingers like on purpose because I had no idea what I was going to do for this ring finger. And I literally asked, like, should I do another French or should I do an ombre? Like, what should I do to my mom? And she said both. So that wasn't helpful at all because I've already done both. So like, what should I do for the ring finger? And I asked her that specifically, and she was like, I don't know. And so I said, I'm just going to repeat the thumb. And she said, sounds great. So that's what I did. I just repeated the thumb because I know the thumb doesn't get captured in a lot of sets. So you could make that like your do-over nail on the rest of your nails. But I love the way my thumbnail turned out. I feel like it's perfect. My ring nail always gives me trouble. Like, it just always does. I feel for, like, this is a very, like, elaborate video. That's why it's a little bit longer, because each nail is a different design except for the thumb, even though we're kind of like repeating. So, but it's a lot of steps. You have to do different things before you can even like file this, and then you have to file, and then you have to do the bling. That's why the video is so long, in case you were wondering. It's just like so many different processes in like a short amount of time. I'm lucky I could shorten it, because the video was like an hour plus, like almost 2 hours, and it's just one hand. So imagine if I was doing both hands. And these are gorgeous, you guys. I've even like fake worn them around even after I've taken them off, and it's amazing. I really did love these. And yes, do you guys ever have any trouble freestyling, like at all? Do you guys like freestyling? Me personally, I do it the vast majority of the time, but I fall in and out of love with it personally. Are you guys gonna have a Christmas set? Are you gonna do your own nails? Are you going to get your nails done for Christmas? Let me know what you guys are gonna do down below in the comments. Thank you guys for 241 subscribers. I will most definitely be doing a giveaway at 1,000. So yes, I know we're like, technically it's not that far away, but it is very far away still. So yes, at 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. That's what I wanted to say that I forgot. And yes, thank you guys for all the support. And I am now encapsulating everything, and I'm giving it its proper strength and structure. And you guys, look how stiletto it is still, like even after applying the clear. That's why it's very important to have the right liquid to powder ratio. I'm someone who's like, I like it runny, but we have to know when and where, and I'm learning. So far I haven't had any bubbles, any hard time getting it to be clear. I'm gonna show you guys how to make it extremely glassy and clear. Yes, even if you're clear, like with a little bit foggy, this might help. It might not, it just depends. You have to try it out. But this is the Acrylic Creamery Clear, by the way. And you guys, it is gorgeous. Like when I first did the swatch just to clear, it was kind of like, it's good. There's no bubbles, but it's just not the clearest. Now that I'm using it in like actual set purposes, like I said, once you see it on the set, it looks great. And it was extremely clear. There was no bubbles. There was no haze. It was literally amazing. So I'm gonna let you guys watch me encapsulate and give these nails structure. Then it'll be to the filing process. Also, it makes it easier to encapsulate if you make sure you lay everything down flat, and also don't move too fast, because if you move before the other nail is like set up enough to where you can like move your hand around or anything like that, what the acrylic will do is it'll kind of pull and then it'll set, because it'll be, when you move on, you think it's set, so it's almost there. Just give it like another couple of seconds and it'll be locked in. Because I accidentally bumped the index fingers glitter before it like dried, so it was sticking up a little bit at the tip, so it kind of messed the tip up just a tiny bit, and it was sticking up higher than the rest. So if I do file over that part to try and get it even, I'm filing into the glitter, so I'd have to bring everything up in the clear. So just be careful with that. And yes, now it's gonna be time for the filing very soon. So here's what everything's looking like so far. You want to make sure you build it up to the proper thickness, because even if you do like 2 or 3 beads, if it's not built up in the right spots, it's just not going to look right. That's what I'm trying to get it to do. It's just look right. Because like I said, I'm not really even wearing these, but if I was, you still want it to like look right, be structurally sound, because you don't want the nails to break. So because they're so long, you need your apex to be a little bit higher. This clear is a little bit runnier compared to her other acrylics, and it's like that by design, just because you don't want any bubbles in your acrylic, and making the powder runnier is very easy solution to that. And it's like perfection. Like some clears, they are so runny, like it's very, very bad. Like it's horrible. Like the model one's clear sometimes is extremely runny. Like no matter what I do, it's just not a good day for that clear. But other times it's like regular, but then it's sticky. This clear, there was no sticking, there was no acrylic left in my brush. Here is everything all dry. Well, it's not even dry, but here's everything done. And look how good everything looks, you guys. So I waited for it to be dry. Here I am tapping. And all I'm doing is making sure there's no acrylic stuck to my skin. And I'm also making sure the shape is extremely sharp at the tip. And one thing I hate about stiletto nails is when I do them, sorry y'all, I got cut off, but when I do them, it's like it doesn't fully get sharp all the way, like come to a point. And then at the same time, the top part, like what I'm flattening right now, it looks like bulbous. Like it looks like 3D when I want the tip part to look like flat. Because to me, when it looks bulbous like that, it does not look good. And not all the nails do it, just certain ones do. And then like you just can't get rid of it. And it's like, wow. But this is a 8100 grit hand file from Lauhzar. She did have a Black Friday sale, but it is over and I completely missed it. But yes, I love these files. And all I'm doing right now is pretty much making sure there's no acrylic stuck to my skin, reshaping the nails a little bit, and making sure everything is nice and even. So now that I'm done with the hand file, I'm going to go in with the e-file. This is a Pana 5-in-1 drill bit. It is a fine drill bit, but I've had this like for forever. I only have 2 of them, and I just keep using them over and over because they work fine. Because even if they do dull out, it's like even better because it's not going to leave the deep ridges anymore. Here's where I'm going to level everything off when it comes to the French, because the French part is technically higher than the gold part, and it's also going to remove a little bit of the glitter on the smile line, so it'll be all fine. And yes, that's why you don't want to build your actual nail bed up too high, but you don't also want to meet the if you build your nail bed up too high, you don't want to meet your clear and all that up to it, because it's just going to be way too thick and your French is going to turn out super thick. Now I'm using a 180 grit sanding band from Natali Carmona. Yes, that's from Natali Carmona. And I'm using on a speed of 7, as you can see. And it's just to really smooth everything out, because you can go in and use a hand file for this step, like a 180 grit hand file or a buffer. But I'm choosing to use a sanding band because this grit of sanding band is amazing, and it's like perfect for this. You can go around the cuticle area, and then you can also smooth things out and make sure there's no deep scratches left by the hand file or the drill bit, the pre-used drill bit. So like this is literally perfect. And You can even buff after this if you want to, but it's not necessarily required if you get everything nice and smooth here. And yes, this is like the best step to use for making sure everything is nice and even. So like I said, you can stop at the sanding band if you want to, but I'm going in with the Natali Carmona buffer. And you guys know this is the only other buffer I like to use other than the res buffers, because the res buffers just work so well. Here I was debating on if I should use any of these charms. The answer was no, but there are some like rhinestones in there in case you want to use them. I decided to use KDS glue, and I also couldn't find my I forgot what it's called. I couldn't find my wax picker. I couldn't find it. But I ended up finding it later on. But right now this just worked. It's like one of the magnets from the Cat Eye kit. And yes, these are the rhinestones from Nail to Hustle Lisa. That's where these ones are from, and they are gorgeous. And I had to top coat over them due to the fact that I got like a ton of glue on them, but that's the only way I could get it to stick to this little tool. So, but because once you top coat it, it kind of loses a lot of dimension, but it still looks good. As you're gonna see, like it still looks good, but it's not as like reflecting all the colors as it was. It's kind of less like interesting. On camera, you can't even really see all the colors it was reflecting. This was very difficult to get on without the little picker, and I ended up taking the bling that I put on the thumb off because it didn't look right. I just went ahead and took it off with the nippers, and I put this big one on. And like I said, I'm not very good at bling placement, but I do love KDS for applying bling. It just dries super fast, so be aware of that. I like Bondini too, but my Bondini dried up. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys watch me do the bling, and then that will be pretty much the end. So I had to go find the wax pencil, and this one was actually given to me for free by Bomb Nails. She just put it in like my package like a couple months ago with one of her collections. She just put it in there. It didn't even come with any bling, so it was very kind of her, and it's come in handy a lot for my mom's cups and for my nails. But you guys, I could not pick up the vast majority of this bling without this little picker. Like even when I was picking it up with my hands, it was not working. I would even like pick it up with the like this big piece of bling you guys are gonna see me pick up in a second. I literally could not pick it up with my fingers and just glue it down. It kept sliding, then it kept falling off, and then I lost it. It was a mess, but we finally got there in the end. And bling just takes so long for me because like I said, I never know what to do. I don't have any placement ideas. And yes, I think I have like one finger left, or like one piece of bling left, and I ended up getting it crooked, so I had to take it off again. It was just a mess. here is the Natali Carmona No Wipe Top Coat. I have a ton of top coat recommendations, but this one is amazing, and I think it's only like $10, and it's 15 milliliters. Yeah, that was not cured, so I went ahead and cured it in the light. Due to the fact that I had to use so much glue and the stone flipped over, I ended up just top coating pretty much that entire nail. I don't think I top coated over the bottom of the stones, but for this one I did because they were dull due to the fact that there was glue on them and it just won't wipe off. Same thing for this one. As you can see, it just looks kind of like glass. Like, it looks good, but it just kind of gets rid of some of the facets. I think that's what it's called. So it just kind of looks one-dimensional, but it still looks very good to me. And I didn't top coat under these because I didn't see the point in it, but I will cure this for a full 120 seconds, even though it only requires 60. Once you take them out of the light, you want to make sure you let them cool down just a little bit, due to the fact that if you get the oil on it or you touch the nail, it will dull it out immediately and the top coat won't look as good. There's a piece of, I think, acrylic stuck to my finger, so that's why I'm using the nippers right now, but you don't have to if you don't have any top coat, glue, or anything like that stuck to you. But yes, this is the Balm Nails Rose Cuticle Oil, and that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. Let me know you guys' thoughts down below in the comments and what other videos you would like to see. Thank you all for watching and subscribing and liking, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Also, stay for the final reveal photos and videos because they look very good, and I even have low light and all that in there too.